time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser, and joining me today is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Christen.
What's up, bitches?
Big Johnny D.
How you doing, Gorehouse?
And the killing machine himself, Bobby Amone.
No, Bobby?
I don't know why I'm always delayed. I don't know why.
I don't think you were delayed, but
I think him hearing us is delayed. Just ever so slightly.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
apologize.
Anyway, today is April 26th. 2021, and we got a doozy of an episode for you today. But first, it's time for your slice of life. Big Johnny D.
What's up, buddy?
How's your week?
That's pretty good, man. Got to hit the theaters. Obviously, watched some MK. You can go over and check out the Fatality podcast. Me, Brody, and pulled him out of the old Project Louder closet. But we had the Mid-South maniac himself on the show as well, Mr. Corey Kaufman.
Yeah, that was pretty cool seeing him on.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to see. It was good to see Corey come back on the show. And he said how much he missed it, and he, can't wait till he can do it again. Other than that, man, just been relaxing, hanging out, obviously mowing grass and all that good shit, taking in the weather. To prep for next week, though, I bought more PS2 bullshit. So I bought another wireless controller because, dude, these are actually fucking really nice controllers. And then I bought a PS2 to HDMI converter, which works all right. My hopes is to get a capture card so I can actually do some things later on down the road.
No.
There's an Elgato. Elgato makes a real nice little one.
Yeah. Straight to USB. Nice. We will talk about that. No, other than that, man, just watched this movie, enjoyed the hell about it, and very excited to talk about it. Bobby, how you been, brother?
I've been good. It was a good weekend. I was hanging out with friends, was just chilling out, and then yesterday I went and bought more horror shit. Well, what a shocker. And then I bought more shit online. So yeah, slowly I'm going broke. That's okay. It's a good feeling. Not really. I'm lying. That's why I'm drinking. See?
We cover the pain.
No, it was a good weekend. It was chill. It was fucking chilly though out here. We had fucking like wind all weekend, but I don't know. Now I'm just happy, and I'm in my zombie gear here that I actually did use on a zombie laser tag a few years back now.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, I ain't bloodied up, but as Bob would do for this wonderful movie we're about to talk about. So, but it was a good weekend. I did not see MK yet though, so I will watch that this week. I know I heard some good reviews. I heard some indifferent ones, but
there's mixed reviews all around.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch it. So, but I will have my review next time we meet on Monday.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was very good. Chad, what about you?
Wait. Sorry,
What?
You did something else last week, didn't you?
Me? Oh, yeah. Yes, I certainly did. You're right. Sorry. I also started a little show last week. I think I did on Wednesday. And it's now called The Machine Shop. The basis of the show is we'll talk to like cosplayers and like some people and some other things about like special effects and stuff like that. And that basis, like, so we have a show that how we could talk about how things basically come together within the horror realm and outside of that. And there will be another episode this week,
Nice.
actually tomorrow with, as you just mentioned before, Mr. Corey Kaufman.
Oh,
right.
Nice.
So he will be on with me tomorrow, and
Corey's coming back strong.
We will be discussing some props. I'm not going to say what kind, but we will be discussing some props.
Very nice.
So
Fucking
that. So that'll be happening tomorrow. So when we get those episodes up, I promise they will be shared all over the place. So everybody, please go check them out for all who listen. So, but yes, that is that's happening. So thank you, Johnny. My memory is shit, as you could tell.
Oh, you're fine, dude. Bro, I didn't want to fluff you up, man. I figured you let yourself do it. So.
Well, sorry, I'm a little flat. It's been a
All good.
tiring day. But everything else has been good. So life is all right at this moment. Chad Daddy, give it to me.
Well, it's just been a normal week around here. Work as usual. Like Johnny, I had to bite the bullet the other day and mow the damn yard. And also, like Johnny, I didn't go out to the theater, but I did watch Mortal Kombat with the wife. She enjoyed it. I liked it. It's like he said, it's a mixed bag. There's good, there's bad, but it's really fun. And I started playing Mortal Kombat 11 over the weekend now.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is an
Story mode, I'm assuming.
Story. Yeah, it's an awesome storyline too. Like I'm really digging it.
It's like a solid 3 hours, dude. It's a full fucking movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, nice, dude.
But let's see, aside from that, just kind of hanging out. The wife went online and got us tickets to the Pittsburgh Penguins game this season, the home finale here in a couple weeks. That's going to be our little birthday getaway for her. It's a couple days after her birthday. Since we didn't get to do anything last year, we're doing something this year.
Excellent.
Nice. Enjoy.
Yeah, we will. Thanks.
Did I just see a little stone cold there? All right. Sorry, that threw me off.
But no, aside from that, it's been kind of low key. Haven't bought anything for a while. I'm kind of like getting a little jittery here. I'm waiting on my damn Arrow videos to come in. They haven't even shipped yet.
When well, they were pre-order, right?
No. I bought it on their Easter sale.
Oh, when the fuck's that supposed to go?
He's so fucking random. I love him, but he's so fucking random.
Who the hell's his sidekick? He's that little chubby blonde guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
who knows?
Andy Richter.
Thank you.
Andy Richter.
Thank you. Yeah. Very nice.
No, aside from that, not much has been going on here. TJ, what about you, brother?
Well, we just released the season finale for Lights, Camera, Exploitation. We finished it off with Dead Kids from 1981, aka Strange Behavior, that is out now on all podcast platforms. It's super cool to be able to take a break from a show and work on some other ones that are in the pipeline right now. So stay tuned for that stuff. But I got a couple movies in. I got Blast Fighter from Lamberto Bava that came in.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Dude, that looks like it would be like an NES cartridge back in the day, dude. Like,
Yeah, that definitely does.
It is a Rambo ripoff.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Italian one you were talking about, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Very nice.
It has a HD master with extensive and painstaking color correction exclusive to this release. That is read verbatim on how it is on the pack.
Painstaking?
Yes.
Wow.
And then I also got Argento's opera. If you guys have been paying attention to any of the podcasts over the last couple of weeks, I kind of talked about like my infinite journey to find the 3-disc set version of this that I'll never get. It's hard for me to come to terms with accepting that out of print things will never be mine without paying an arm and a leg that I can't justify to my partner. So, I get the standard edition and I have to fucking suck it up, Buttercup. First world problems.
Yeah, that's true.
This one says brand new 2016 2K scan with over 45 hours of extensive color correction.
Wow.
Hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Also, Brody says that Toxic Zombies is on Tubi. Oh, my Macahal and my Toxic Zombies from Massacre video finally came in. Thanks for reminding me. They actually feature a side-loaded slipcover, which I want to say right now should be the new normal for all slipcovers.
Side-loaded slipcover.
I'll go get them and I'll show you.
Interesting.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I want to
shit.
see this.
All right. So while TJ is going away,
I gotta say, I do like the idea of that because when you're loading the disc back under the slip case, it always gets caught on the stupid plastic sleeve.
Yeah, and then it always bends, and if it doesn't bend it on the outside, it catches that inside, and then it like slowly like makes it worse.
you are correct, sir.
So there's Toxic Zombies.
Okay. Ah,
I like
yeah,
that.
that is nice. Yeah, that is very nice. Forest of
Fear.
And then we have another title in the inside, which
I was going to say, so that's obviously an alternate title.
Blood Eaters, Butchers of the Damned.
Ooh, I like
so
that.
that movie has
Blood
3
Eaters.
titles.
3 or 4, actually, yeah.
Why?
But it arguably has one of the coolest plot ever. So I said about the pesticide that turns people into zombies, and
Yeah.
And then we have Makahal, the Indian
Nightmare on
Elm Street.
That
have
looks
seen-
freaking insane.
I wanna
actually
watch
seen,
that.
little clips from that movie. It does get pretty fucking freaky.
Is that one of those ones where could we ever hook it up till we could do one of those Discord watch parties? Yeah.
Absolutely.
dude.
Well, I have to do that for LCE next season. So if I put in my Elgato Cam link and run my 25-footer HDMI cable, flick my dongle, baby.
Yeah.
That's our next T-shirt. Flick my dongle. I think I should be able to run it via HDMI capture card as a video source right into the computer for you guys.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Real quick from my peanut gallery over here. My mother just said the first Nightmare on Elm Street is the best. So there you go. Mom Amon has spoken.
Mom has spoken. Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about this week's film, which is 1985's Day of the Dead, directed by the Yinzer God of Horror, George A. Romero, written by George A. Romero. This is the 3rd film in the Of the Dead series, produced by Richard P. Rubenstein, starring Lori Cardilli as Dr. Sarah Bowman, Joseph Plato as Captain Henry Rhodes, Terry Alexander as John Flyboy, not the same one, Jarlath Conroy as William Bill McDermott, Richard Liberty as Dr. Matthew Frankenstein, not Stein, whatever, Logan, Anthony Delio Jr. as Miguel Salazar, Sherman Howard as Bub, Gary Howard Clark as Private Walter Steele, Ralph Mario as Private Robert Rickles, not Pickles, John Amplis as Dr. Ted Fisher, music by John Harrison, and that score is mwah, 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 baby. Cinematography by Michael Gornick, edited by Pasquale Bubba, distributed by United Film Distribution Company, released on July 19th, 1985, runtime of 100 minutes. That's lay minutes in Spanish. Budget $4 million. Gross $34 million. Should say the catchphrase, baby.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
First, he created the most frightening film ever made. Then, he took his unique vision of terror one step further. Now, George A. Romero takes us out of the night, beyond the dawn, and into the darkest day of horror the world has ever known. Day of the Dead.
There have to be survivors in Washington.
Oh, my.
They have more sophisticated shelters than this one. There have to be people in those shelters who know about us, who know where we are. With no radio contact, they'll come looking for us.
I said shut up!
They can be tricked into being good little girls and boys, the same way we were tricked into it, on the promise of some reward to come.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? They're dead! They're fucking dead, and you want to teach them tricks?
They have to be rewarded, Captain. Why else will they do what we want them to do?
I don't want them to do anything but drop over! Those are my men in there! That's it. Run, you fucking lunatics.
George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. the most eagerly awaited day in horror film history.
Okay, so head on over to
killer.
projectlouder.net and check out the Beetle Bros episode of this movie. See you guys next week. Bye.
Oh, that ain't right. I didn't
I'm
get the
just
script for nothing.
I'm just kidding, but seriously, do head over and check out their review of this film as well as ours. So, getting on with our review, may I run this down, Chadwick?
Be my guest, brother.
In the third film in the continuing saga of the undead from writer-director George A. Romero, a small group of scientists and soldiers have taken refuge in an underground missile silo where they struggle to control the flesh-eating horror that walks the earth above. Desperately searching for a cure and therefore indulging in strange experiments to overcome the strange transformation into zombies. The scientists lose the faith of the military, resulting in a race against death while the zombies take over the facility. But will the final battle for the future of the human race be fought amongst the living, or will they have forever unleashed the hunger of the dead? Boys, discuss.
All right, I'm going for. All right, I love all three of these films. I truly do. I love Night, love Dawn, love Day, but I do like this one a little more because I think it gets a little more gritty.
This is the peak.
It gets a little more unhinged. There's no bullshit from either side, and not only that, you get three or four nice body rips, like literally in half, like. I think they really, sorry if I was too far. I think they really did well with this one. I think this was definitely probably the best of the trilogy. Well, actually, no. Never mind. Night still is. I put this second. And that's not to say bad about Dawn.
So you don't consider Land part of the quadrilogy, or is that?
I consider this trilogy.
Okay.
Like this. I like Land of the Dead, but I don't. For some reason, I just can't put it in with these. I consider it like separate.
It's a lot later, so I understand.
It is, yeah.
Reason. Like 20 years where everything else has been like 10.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you say? This movie, dude? This movie's great. It's a perfect zombie movie. It in classic Romero fashion, it gives you a little bit of zombies in the beginning, kind of whet that appetite.
A little bit.
That's, dude.
We see a whole city empty out. It's fucking.
I know, but like that whole scene of just him yelling hello. I fucking love that. And there's a song that even has it. And I can't remember what it has now, but it makes me happy every time I hear that. Just because, like, gives you such a desolate idea of like how fucking empty it is. And like, it might not be terrifying to most, but that kind of like scares the shit out of just the idea of that. You know what I mean? No, it was a great movie. It had crazy tension in it, obviously with the human element. And then we get full on zombie mode at the end, like we always do in pure fashion, where the zombies break in and all hell fucking breaks loose.
And don't forget.
Well, yeah, obviously Bub is, this is when we really start seeing the use of obviously tools with the zombies and stuff. Even though we got it in the very first one with the very first zombie, but I don't think he was that aged of a corpse yet.
No.
Chad?
Hated it. Worst movie ever. Total chick flick.
Yes.
No, it's a really good movie. I always enjoyed it.
You watched those Nick Cannon ones.
Say, listen, I like some rom-coms, but you don't have to go that far here, Chad.
You sound like
total chick flick.
You sound like me in the FMK comment section the other day.
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, I talked to the boys. I was like, I feel like TJ wants to be in this episode.
I did so bad, dude. I totally would have been there if I could.
I'm sure you would. Like, yeah. Sorry, Chad.
But no, continue. This is a really great movie, and I like you guys say, it's a really bleak movie. You know, you don't know how many survivors are, especially when it shows the beginning. They're in a big city and trying to find survivors, and there's nobody. It's all just completely overrun with the dead.
I actually think this is the bleakest of the trilogy, because in Dawn of the Dead, think about it, you kind of had like a scene where they were kind of enjoying themselves a little bit. Yeah. But in this one, there's nothing left.
Yeah, in Dawn, there were still people, you know, they're still trying to get survivors to different like refugee centers, and there's nothing. It's just this small group of people, and that's it. They're trying to find hope. They're trying to find more survivors, and they're just coming up empty everywhere they look. She said, what, they went up 100 miles up and down the coast, each direction.
Yep.
Nothing. Nobody.
And yeah, dude, that's fucking insane. And I could only imagine it just from being in her standpoint of like, especially when it starts getting into them like vibes, I'll say, like being the only woman in that scenario. Like that's just, dude, I would be armed to the teeth.
I will. That's probably the smallest aspect I hate because it's just, I honestly, I just wanted to see her like rip people to pieces at some points. Like, oh, just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, and she was actually the most calm and rational one out of everybody, aside from the pilots.
Yeah, except for the drunk guy and the other guy just like, I don't care.
There was that one scientist too, but he wasn't really in it a lot. He was kind of, yeah. I mean, he got fucked.
Literally, yeah, big time.
Ah, poor son of a bitch.
Poor son of a bitch. It's the best thing you could say about that guy.
This film is the amalgamation of everything that George A. Romero wanted to do with the franchise. Of course, the franchise is based largely on the story of The Last Man on Earth, the film with Vincent Price in it and stuff. That's where the idea of like Night of the Living Dead and stuff came from. So when you really think about it, this is the first time Romero was actually really able to go into a city and film kind of the more of the empty type of atmosphere, the almost like a Wild West type of emptiness within what should be a very busy city type thing. And then we also see the zombies in a form of decay that we haven't seen in a previous film at this point. I mean, yeah, we see Fulci's decay, but this is another level as well. I think this is Savini really perfecting his craft at this point, just in looks and just some of the techniques that he's using, very prevalent in the shovel kill especially. I think that especially on some of the darker scenes, Romero's filmmaking style, guerrilla filmmaking style really works well, especially whenever you're in the interior of the cave. I think that is just absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love the setting, especially some of the tighter corridor scenes where it meshes with the rock. I think just the uniqueness of the setting allows for some really, really scary, claustrophobic type feelings sometimes. And then also kind of like he'd captured with the first film where you're in a house, you're in a closed location and they're surrounding you and you get deeper in, and then until finally you're at the point where you can't get out. He then replicates that again with this film, where in Dawn of the Dead they were able to escape. Here, not so much the case. Only through other means are they able to escape. It's different. You know what I mean? So I just think that this film just pulls off things that other films aren't. I think this is a bigger film than the last two, just in scope, budgetary way, and just amount access and stuff that the studios trusted Romero and allowed him to really have reign on something that this is his vision. It's pretty fucking rad.
Yeah, agreed.
It's funny that you mentioned the hallways really being claustrophobic and meshing with the rock, because the ones like the one area, I know exactly what you're talking about where it meshes with the rock. And I looked at it and I'm like, I would not want to be the guy that had to lay that floor tile down.
Okay, so I wasn't thinking the tile. I was just thinking of the wall design around the rock structure. It's like, dude, yeah, okay.
That had to be.
I wasn't the only fucking. I'm glad I just wasn't
dad.
Yeah,
you weren't really dad.
Yeah. It was just like straight up like going Bob Vila. Like, how would I build that? Like,
that's exactly. I looked at that. I'm like, man, that floor tile had to take forever to cut to that shape.
But that's just called pure craftsmanship at that point in time.
Fucking A. Dude, no, it was in. Not only it was creepy, but it was just like a kind of a beautiful set because, like you said, you don't really see that ever in anything, and it's just so different. Like.
Oh yeah,
I don't know because you get the cave scene, so you get all the natural shit, but then it goes into this weird like full bunker, and you're like, oh, and the transition, like, yeah, it's a very nice.
This is a movie of big set pieces, and they're all extremely effective, and they're all extremely unique and visually appealing.
Can you really even call them set pieces because it was shot on location? It's not even like a sound stage or anything.
The moment you put film on, it's considered a set, in my opinion.
That's true. Yeah. No, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, Chad, let's peek at that bunker.
Do we have
no?
Yeah, I got one of those. Yeah.
You can't forget that.
We're forgetting something here.
Yo, man, we got Brody.
By the way, happy belated birthday to Mr. Brody Kane.
Yes, happy belated birthday. How dare you take our daily dose of the C word out?
Hi, your DKB back for another motherfucking episode of Gore N More. And this week I'm here to talk to you about George A. Romero's masterpiece, Day of the Dead. Now, I honestly believe that this is his best film, due to the simple reason that we actually get to explore and elaborate a little bit more on these zombies. I mean, we've been asking so many questions in the previous films leading up to this one, and he kind of gives us, well, he gives us answers. It all depends on the answer, the questions that we ask. But I think he sort of gives us a little bit of that taste to put us at ease. But it's also interesting on how his zombies work the way they do. So I really enjoy that about this film. Obviously, the gore is next level in this. I'll point out two scenes, just two scenes. And the first scene is when the zombie that's getting experimented on, he sits up and all his stomach falls out. That's pretty fucking full on. And
love that.
I will fast forward to near the end of the film where one of the military men gets torn apart, and as his head's getting pulled off his torso, his voice box stretches and the sound design in that is really, really gut wrenching. And
that was,
I love it. I fucking love that shit. Anyway, what else? Oh, you got these fucking, basically, well, you got zombies, the scientists, and the military. And the military are absolute fucking assholes in this film. I mean, when shit turns south in the third act of the film, it's very pleasing to see these motherfuckers get what they deserve. Especially, I will point out, one zombie absolutely owns the fucking show in the third act. So it's basically zombie versus fucking military, and he does a very good job of taking one down. And that's the other thing I really like about this, is that one of these zombies is actually becoming a lot smarter. Like, he's actually becoming more with it, in that sense of, like, he's still showing human emotions, even though he's far from a human. But he's got a little bit of charisma about him. I really appreciate it. You kind of feel for him.
Wow. You want to see like 4 scratches on Brody's eye right now.
He's getting better every day.
I think he could use it.
Smarter. And by the end of the film, you're like,
I don't think Bob gets the
really
reference.
want to know where he was up the way after this film. So, in that sense, yeah, this week I'm going to give it a Gore N More score of a solid 4. But yeah, until next week, this is your DKB signing out. So enjoy the rest of your fucking night, and I'll catch you then. Mortal Kombat 2 this.
Yeah! Love that man.
Okay, that was where that was
Loved
good.
it.
That was good.
Fucking love you, Brody.
Thank you, Kano.
Yeah.
Thank you very
So,
much.
Bob, what Chad was saying, when you go watch MK, you literally feel like you're going to be watching Brody for 2 hours, and it's amazing.
Pretty much.
Yeah, seriously?
I shit you not.
God. The whole scene with him arguing with Kung Lao was hilarious.
Oh dear God. Okay.
If it was Brody,
I'm
though, we
going
would've got
to
the
watch
C
it this
word.
week. So
Just
Yeah,
saying that.
a couple times.
Yes. Anyways, going back to zombies. So we're going to take a little peeky peek.
Let's do this.
let's
Okay, starting off.
What?
Okay, all the extras who portrayed zombies in the climax received for their services a cap that said, "I played the zombie in Day of the Dead." You guys good?
Yeah, I'm laughing at fucking Bobby, dude.
The shit he says.
Anyways.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Sorry, Chad. Go on.
Okay, so they were given a cap that said, "I played a zombie in Day of the Dead," a copy of the newspaper from the beginning of the film that says "The Dead Walk," and
$1. I'd buy that for
$1.
Huh.
Okay, did you guys recognize the sound of the alarm from the elevator?
Yep.
You'd have
The
to
Thing,
remind me.
1982.
Is
Yes.
it?
Same one.
Oh, this was only my second watch, and the first time was a really long time ago. So, oh shit.
Yeah, but how could you not recognize the sound from The Thing?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I was just trying to take in like everything. Just like I said, it's been a while, so obviously I wanted to be like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Gotcha. Some of the headlines from the newspaper that says "The Dead Walk" appear to be: Vice President declares state of emergency, whereabouts of President unknown, food supply dwindles, and man bites man.
Wow.
Huh.
That's foreplay sometimes.
Yeah.
It is.
No comment.
Sometimes. Yeah.
All time.
The original script, for which George A. Romero couldn't get budget for, involved the scientists living above ground in a fortress protected by electrical fences and the military living safely underground. It also involved a small army of trained zombies, and the conclusion to the trilogy more brutal than the released version. Later became the basis for Land of the Dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Dude, that would definitely spin way more hard, like way better with the Dr. Frankenstein thing too, if they kept that.
Yeah, definitely.
Frankenstein. I apologize.
Also, you guys, you really need to track down and read the sequel, the comic book Empire of the Dead. It was released by Marvel Comics a few years ago.
Okay.
It was actually written by Romero. It's actually really, really good.
Sequel to this? Or
yeah, well, not just a continuation of the Dead franchise.
But is it in between this and Land, or is it after Land?
It might even take place around the same time because it deals with the same thing with zombies becoming smart.
Didn't I talk about the timeline when we did the Night remake?
We did.
How it jumps everywhere, how movies released in a
yeah.
different order than it actually takes place in the timeline, how most of them are like meanwhile elsewhere.
I was going to say, because I feel like Land of the Dead would almost be before Day of the Dead.
No, it's much further after.
Really?
Yes.
It just seems like there's so many more people in Land than.
Where are they located?
What was it? Something green, wasn't it? What the fuck was it?
Well, it's Fiddler's Green compared to wherever the bunker's located in this film.
Yeah, that's true.
The bunker's located. The bunker's supposed to be located in Florida, and Fiddler's Green is actually Pittsburgh.
So, that'd be why they didn't find anybody. They're all north.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured they were kind of in the Caribbean.
If you think about it, it would be smarter to stay up north because zombies being dead would have no body temperature and therefore would most likely freeze completely solid during the winter.
Somebody's read Max Brooks.
No, actually I didn't. No.
You should, dude. I think you would love his books.
No, but he does read Good Housekeeping, and he does a fantastic job. Keep going.
Ooh,
thank you. The underground facility was not a soundstage. It was shot in the Wampum Mine, a former limestone mine near Pittsburgh that was being used for an underground storage facility. The 2.5 million square foot mine is now operated as the Gateway Commerce Center, who now called it a subsurface storage facility.
Yes. You can schedule little like guides, walkthroughs of them. Well, pre-pandemic you could. Okay. Pre-pandemic you could.
Okay.
It's in PA. It's like an hour away from here. I totally want to go. Bring Le Camera with me. That's French for camera. And and just kind of film a little bit in there.
Iron Mountain is closer to you though. I'm going to take tours though, because there's actual businesses in there.
Oh.
It's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
And that is actually, if you watch the first Avengers movie, the tunnel chase scene at the beginning was filmed there.
But were there zombies in it?
Possibly.
No, there's just a lot of there's a lot of explosions. That's all I remember.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Continuing, although never confirmed, it's been rumored by fans that the character Joe Pilato played in Dawn of the Dead is in fact Rhodes as a cop. Fans believe that Rhodes started out as a cop, then later joined the army and became captain. Passage of time is given in the Dead films. It's very possible that years lapsed between dawn and day, and that the Rhodes character could have went from being a cop to an army captain.
Biggest piece of meat in the joint, baby.
Rhodes was the other dickbag.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Who was that? That was Steele, right?
That was Steele. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steele was only kind of a dick.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He was a dick
bad.
till he was actually like put into the circumstance where he told her to shoot her. Then he's like, "Wait, what?"
He's like,
yeah. So he's not like full on douche.
That and when he beats up Flyboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Steele.
That's true, man. He doesn't even like.
He's a soldier following orders of a superior officer. He's just doing his job. It was either that or get shot, basically, in that situation.
He could have shot him.
Yeah, I feel like there could have definitely been like a
rebellion
there.
That's French for rebellion.
I don't understand. Like they all were armed too. They could have just said, you know what, I'm not shooting this, but instead.
Like, he's got pistols. I have an automatic SMG.
One of you is going to win.
Yeah.
Here's a hint. It's not going to be Pistol Guy.
More than likely not.
What if it's John Wayne?
He's got a point there.
What if it's John Wayne Bobbitt?
God damn it. Now I want to see John Wayne in a zombie movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, keep going.
John Wayne as a zombie. During a vacation break in filming, makeup artist Greg Nicotero used the realistic and gruesome model of his own head to play a joke on his mother.
Fucking A.
That's fucked.
That's how you play a practical joke. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
According to Lori Cardilli, the first attempt to shoot the beginning dream scene where the zombie arms suddenly spring out of the wall and attack her resulted in a fake wall and many of the actors behind it toppling over on her. The wall ended up needing to be completely rebuilt, this time much more stable.
Ouch.
I love that scene.
That had to have been hilarious to see, though.
And that's a great intro to this.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
First time I saw it, I nearly jumped out of my own fucking skin.
Great jump scare.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
First attempts to shoot the scene where Sarah performed surgery on Miguel's arm failed when it simply bounced off the rubber, so Tom Savini remade it in wax, and it worked perfectly.
Interesting.
That was a good old. That was a good slice and dice right there.
Yeah, and I got to say, Miguel was just a total bitch throughout the whole movie. Not a single redeeming moment at all.
He needed to trim up his neck beard too. Fucker was out of hand.
That boy had pubes on his face.
He looked like one of the Geico cavemen.
Yep.
Oh God.
Oh my God, dude.
Sorry if we offended any cavemen out there.
I'm right here.
Sorry, Bobby.
I'm cleaned up.
Real pig intestines were used during the gore scenes. Underground scenes. Oop, I forgot to skip there. The underground scenes were filmed in a former mine shaft located in Wampum, Pittsburgh. Though the mine maintained a constant temperature of about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, its high humidity played havoc with the crew's equipment and props. Mechanical and electrical failures were a problem throughout filming and caused several of Savini's props to fail during the filming.
It was too moist.
Despite these failures, Savini was nominated 85 Saturn Award for Best Makeup Effects. The remote
Bobby, how
location
wet was it?
Moist. Moist.
You just lost like 60 subscribers.
Why? Because you all hate that word? Oh, poor you.
I am definitely not sabotaging the show, so my other show gets more subs than this. Definitely not. Keep going.
The remote location also complicated the transportation of crew members and equipment. Cast and crew would often sleep in the mine overnight to avoid the time-consuming travel to and from the shooting location. During Miguel's sedation, Lori Cardilli told Anthony DeLeo Jr. to actually slap her to make it look more authentic.
Damn.
I was gonna say that was a good slap, but like, that I don't know why shit like that makes me cringe. It just does.
It's like in the OG, Ben had a hard time slapping Barbara.
Yeah. But she was like way past her wits, so that slap kind of makes more sense where like this dude was just being a dick.
Yeah.
They should have hired Rick James to teach them how to slap.
He just pops up out of the scene.
Fingers stay to the face.
Oh man.
Both actors playing Captain Rhodes in the two versions of Dawn of the Dead, or Day of the Dead, also appeared in both versions of Dawn of the Dead as police officers. In 1978's Dawn of the Dead, Joseph Pilato played an officer at the police dock before playing Rhodes in the original Day of the Dead. In the 2004 Day of the Dead, Ving Rhames played Kenneth, a cop, and in the 2008 Day of the Dead, he played Rhodes.
Huh.
Yep. That was the one with fucking Nick Cannon, dude. So bad.
Fucking Brody.
Wow.
Unity.
Yes.
Can you say it like that one more time, Chad?
Unity.
Continue on.
I fucking love that episode. Continuing on, the budget for Romero's original script was estimated at $7 million, but he would only be given the money if he could film an R-rated film. He was told if he went ahead and shot an unrated film with no limits on gore, the budget will be slashed in half to $3.5 million.
Oh no, that's some fucked up shit. But I guess for an R-rated film, we still got quite a bit of good gore. So I'm not going to say that's bad, actually.
Fair enough.
That's true. Much like Big Daddy in Land of the Dead, Bub is never seen attacking a living human for food and thus only kills the main human antagonist as an act of revenge. Bub did, however, consume the butchered flesh and organs of the recently deceased Private Johnson and Private Miller given to him by Dr. Logan, implying he has not entirely lost his taste for human flesh.
But, that kind of raises a question. Would he anything else if the doctor gave it? I mean, he obviously... if he was able to experiment with him more.
I want to say yes, because in the original Night, you see them eating more than just people. You see one of them picks a friggin' they eat a grasshopper.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I wonder if he can get to the point, not that they have hamburger necessarily at their disposal, but you know what I mean? If he could just get to the point where you could just give him hamburger or even cooked food, you know what I mean? I don't know.
No, that wouldn't work. He tried feeding him the one zombie that canned meat.
Treats. Yeah.
That was it. But I think if it was something fresh, it'd be different.
Fair enough.
Pig intestines or something.
Right.
That would probably work better because it's fresh, it's bloody. Probably wouldn't know the difference. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think they're intestine connoisseurs.
Bobby, you studied anthropology for many years. What do cannibals eat?
Well, cooked and uncooked brains, livers with fava beans and Chianti.
Fava beans.
And have you ever had grilled intestines? I got to tell you something. A little peach on there.
A little peach.
Anybody wants to know what really goes on in that seasoning?
Baby food mixed with blood clots. There we go.
Damn it, he figured out my recipe. Fuck you, Brody.
Keep going, Chad Daddy.
Rhodes' line of choke on them as he's being ripped apart by zombies was ad-libbed by the actor.
Fucking A.
Romero had originally planned for all the zombies to perish in a massive explosion when they stumbled across explosive chemicals in the laboratory. Meanwhile, one of the crew members who died during the attack was to have stayed dead and not come back as a zombie, therefore giving hope to the survivors.
So we did Day of the Dead on Beetle Bros because it actually has a connection.
Yeah, doesn't it? What Rhodes played somebody?
Yeah, Rhodes.
Fuck! I just saw this last night too. Yes,
Vexor. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I was going through his list on IMDb, and that was the thing that definitely popped up the most because he did a lot of voice acting.
We also have to say that he voices Harry Cooper in The Night of the Living Dead: The Darkest Dawn,
and that was the 3D animated movie, correct?
Let me double check.
I believe so.
Yes.
I've never seen it, so
it's like Origins.
Okay.
Digimon. He plays Metal Greymon.
Yes, that was it. Yeah, dude, he does a lot of voice acting. It's crazy.
What the fuck is that? CZW? Is that like the wrestling thing?
He was also in a Terminator movie called The Alienator.
Ooh. Yeah, he voiced Vexor on Beetleborgs season 1.
I feel like I can see the poster or the cover art to Alienator.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's very green
up now because
it's very green, and I think it's like Alienator, the ultimate Terminator.
Oh, he's in Wishmaster too. He's also not the second one.
What?
He's in Wishmaster as Mickey Torbelli.
Wishmaster.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
He's
lie
also
to you.
in Pulp Fiction.
I thought you said Bushwhacked at first. I don't know why, and I was like, "Why?"
That's Daniel Stern
movie. Chad just went back to a time.
He's in Effects as well. I didn't know that.
I don't think anybody's even mentioned that movie in 20 years.
Well, there's our first movie for the Uber pod.
Oh my God, that poster for Alienator! Jesus Christ,
it's very green. Like is this?
I like the poster for Shocking Dark. It's better. Chad?
Yeah.
That is really cool, actually.
Yeah,
I can't say much for the movie. I haven't seen it, but that is a cool poster. Continuing on, the blood and entrails used in the disemboweling of Captain Rhodes were real pig intestines, and blood were procured from a nearby slaughterhouse and used to make the scene. During filming, the refrigerator housing the intestines and the blood was unplugged by custodial staff, and the entrails started to spoil, causing most of those involved to become physically sick.
That's like in Razorback, whenever they had the fake kangaroo carcasses hanging that were just other. I can't remember what animal they actually were, but they were just trimmed up to look like kangaroo carcasses. But they hung there so long, all of it started rotting. So the actors were actually just like filming within rotten meat hanging from the ceiling.
Oh.
In Australia.
Oh, that sounds. Where's my Chianti? Where's that shit? Now I'm hungry.
So what? They were just like hanging out at McDonald's then?
Yeah. Sheep.
Sheep. Yes. And they were made to look like pigs, or you said kangaroos.
Yeah, it was a kangaroo meat factory. I think it was like a dog food factory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well then.
Okay, continue on. If one looks closely as Rhodes is torn in half, you'll see that a large section of his innards is actually a blood-covered rubber chicken.
What?
Yo, now I gotta go back and watch that.
I did my show notes before I watched it last night, and I did notice it. You see, they pull it out, and they pull it by the feet. It's fucking hilarious. Once you see it,
I have to rewatch that now, dude. God damn it.
Watch
I'm
it again.
surprised it didn't make a noise when it probably did, but maybe they had to cut it out. But that'd be great if it made a noise.
It was.
Oh, come on. Now I want that. I want to hear that.
The most
Choke
annoying
on
sound.
that.
He was a magician the whole time.
The zombies pull out the endless handkerchief from his innards.
Fuck it, dude. That's awesome. God damn it. I wish I knew that beforehand.
But now I want to go watch. Now I want to rewatch it. Like I just want to be like, where's the fucking chicken?
You'll see it. Believe me, you can't miss it. And finally, in the last work of Romero, his book, The Living Dead, it is revealed that the 3 survivors from Day of the Dead did not survive and became zombies on the island.
So they didn't have sex and make babies like he wanted.
Things are looking fucking bleak. I love it. I love it. No happy ending.
I want to read that now.
Yeah.
And
Romero
that
stands true.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think I said in the Crazies remake, he hates all of his
endings.
Well, he hates happy endings, and that his portrayal of army and police are always somewhat bad. Again, this film. There we go, baby. There we go. Yeah.
Dude, watching this not too long after the Crazies. Oh, yeah. Like, that's some hard, dislike of.
Are you starting to pick up on his shooting style?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit more. I mean, obviously, I've seen the movies, but not this close.
This close together,
Yeah. Not only that, but just his whole style of how he portrays the movie and how he goes to that.
Yes. The way he puts stuff together is so unique, and it's kind of familiar when you watch his films. It all kind of feels vaguely familiar. It's cool. I love it. Love it to death.
It excites me to get to the next 2 as well, because it's been a minute since I've watched those.
Same.
So.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen Diary of the Dead once. So.
Same.
Land of the Dead. I didn't see Diary of the Dead. I saw Land of the Dead for sure.
Land I own, so I'm happy definitely to watch that.
I have the old original DVD of Land.
Same.
Nice.
It first came out, I was like, ooh, yes.
Yep. I remember I was so happy to see it in theaters, and as soon as it came out, I'm like, yep, yoink.
Ooh, I did not get to see it in theaters, so that's why I was day one DVD. I was like, run.
And real quick, just to confirm, I just saw the chicken.
Yes.
Oh, you already watched it?
I was like, I can't leave this show without it. And all I got to say is, a motherfucker should have made a noise.
It is like front and center too. Once you realize it's there.
Oh yeah, no, dude, you really when they start pulling, you see it. I'm like
they pull it.
Oh shit!
That's all you can
how do you miss that?
After you realize it's there, that's all you can see.
God damn it, dude!
I will never look at a rubber chicken the same way ever again.
It's like the 007.
I'm kind of worried about how he looked at the rubber chicken in the first place.
I looked at it as a very annoying toy.
Another form of foreplay from Bobby Amone. Okay, let's do some
Get the rubber chicken. Yeah.
What format do you guys watch this on?
Wait. Does Big Johnny D have some questions?
Any questions?
So yeah, if you guys are in this bunker, where would you stay?
Definitely in
the pilots
and get drunk all day.
I would get my own RV, dude. There was like 50 down there.
I was wondering why nobody stayed in any of those.
Yeah, I would get my own RV.
Little quarters.
And just drive to some other corner and just make I would definitely hang out with the pilots 100% because they're awesome. But I would still want my own abode to go to. And
I think Sean and I would do okay in that bunker. I like what they're growing up above, and I like everything.
We would definitely have a way bigger plot.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. It'd have to sustain a lot more.
Although the funny thing is, I'm sitting there looking at them like, are those like really immature plants? Because there's like no buds.
Yeah, they're babies, just wee little babies.
Bobby's just like, I'm always the odd one out in this conversation.
Oh, I noticed that too.
I don't smoke weed.
That was literally like one of the, the second shot.
And I'm like, oh, nice crop.
Yep, I was just like, yeah.
Chad doesn't either. He just packs it for us.
I would be the one with the alcohol in my hand, like I miss cigars.
It's okay.
so
Whenever Bobby and I together, we put away our whiskey. So,
Oh, see, I don't know, Bobby, because Steele was always smoking a cigar. So
yeah, true.
Steele, and then what's his name was always drinking. The electronics dude.
Oh, perfect.
Brain fart on his name.
Oh yeah, he was like, I'm going to enjoy my indulgences while I'm here.
Fucking right, dude.
I would.
So yeah, so you'd stay with the
hello?
That's my phone. That's mine.
I
Sorry.
was gonna say, I don't even have a house phone.
No. My phone I'm using to like look at show notes and share. So
Bobby's stuck in the 90s back there with his
awesome.
90s
I fucking
webcam,
love it.
and landline phone, and dial-up internet.
Hey man,
I have you muted, Bobby. So whenever it's over, just give me a thumbs up.
don't tease me with that 56K. But yeah, man, I you see at least 2 shots, I think, of like the RVs and the boats and stuff like that, and I just feel I'm like, why isn't everybody utilizing those?
That's
and
what I thought.
Was this a storage place while they were filming? You
Yes.
said.
Yes.
So obviously these were probably people's real fucking campers. They're like,
Hey,
all right,
I
you can
would
film
say-
here, just don't touch
It's
that
fucking
shit.
pre-production design. Like,
It is.
Come on, man.
But
It
that's why
is.
I'm
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, yo, dude, I would just go to a different part of the cavern. I would set it up just like how the dudes have their bungalows, so that way we can, trade spots and stuff like I don't know.
Yeah, the funny thing, and going back, that whole little platform thing that they had set up when they called the zombies through in the tunnels.
Yeah.
I saw them like, that looks just like a raider camp setup in like any Fallout game.
Yep.
Yeah. Fallout, Borderlands, any of that bullshit. It's all
It's like that Mad Max game that came out not too long ago.
I did not play that.
It's a fucking fun game.
I've played through some of it. It is pretty fun. It's really good.
Other than that, gentlemen, I think that was my only question. I figured that would have been like the funniest, but the most like, So unless you guys got any,
So does anybody here have the Scream Factory Blu-ray?
I do not.
No, but I was thinking about ordering it after this because it's like $15. It's cheap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh. Now that you say that, did we lose Bobby completely?
He's just redlined. Bobby, I'm going to kick you out, and then you just refresh. Sweet 'em.
Poor
So
Bobby.
I'm assuming that's what you have, sir, correct? Oh, no. So what did you watch this on?
HBO.
That's what I watched it on.
Now that you said that, did you guys have issues with the app at all watching it? Like, was there any loading issue? Really?
No.
I don't know why, dude, but like it was just giving me a motherfucker of a time.
No, but the beginning was really grainy. I'm guessing that's just the film.
There was a
itself.
couple dropout scenes. I did notice that a little bit, but I didn't know if that was the
We won't have that problem. So there we go.
exactly. But that was my only issue with it, is just because like this, and I'm just like, I don't know if it was the app in itself, because like my other app working
can we
fine,
take a time to tell Warner Brothers to fuck themselves?
Oh yeah, fuck you, Warner Brothers. I mean, thank you for Mortal Kombat, but at the same time, fuck you.
Yeah,
because
fuck you. Yeah, take away my hobby. Yeah, like
get away. They're getting rid of physical media. Like,
why?
I mean,
no, I don't want to.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm saying like, I mean, like, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, yeah,
right.
No,
it's so stupid because you get so much more when you buy the physical copies because you get all the extras and you get artwork and all sorts of cool shit. Streaming, you get the movie and maybe a couple of deleted scenes if you're lucky.
I wonder if they'll do this for a while and they'll be like, well, we don't have the extra income now.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to realize that they're losing billions.
I'm not going to lie. I was really sad that literally was announced the day MK came out, because as soon as I watched it, I was like, oh, I should fucking buy this on Blu-ray when it first drops. And then they're like, nope. Like,
how will that affect prices for rights for distribution for boutique companies?
Ooh.
Once larger companies start closing down their own production, what about secondary markets whenever they sell the rights to the more obscure films to like Arrow or Severin or Vinegar Syndrome or something like that? Is that going to get more expensive now, or is that going to change? You know what I mean? Because some of these are subletted out. Some of them have an MGM label on them. Like if MGM stops production, is that going to affect the secondary, like the boutique type stuff? These are things
probably.
Yeah. Hey, is it Texas Chainsaw 3 Warner Brothers?
Yes. No, MGM.
Are you sure? I think 2 is MGM.
No, 2, yeah, you're right. 2 is MGM. So yeah, you're right. 3 is, but 3 still needs a proper Blu-ray release with some really good extras. It's almost
ain't getting it now.
I know,
motherfuckers.
I know.
Okay, guys. So
I give it 6 months to a year before they change their mind on it.
Yeah.
If that, maybe they'll get such nasty feedback just from the drop of it. They'll be like, okay, wow, everybody said that. Fuck that.
Speaking of which, did you see the nasty feedback Sony got, and they changed their stance on removing the PS3 and the PS Vita from the PlayStation Store?
They backtracked on that shit fucking fast.
It was like a week and they changed their minds.
Which, kudos to them. Thank you for listening to your fans, because without fucking them, you wouldn't have dick.
Without you.
I gotta say, I'm actually really surprised that there's still that much support for the PS3.
I mean, mine's hooked up in my daughter's room.
At least my PlayStation TV still works.
You know what? It's here beside me.
I'm not gonna lie. Seeing that kind of made me want to hit the PS store on the PS3. Be like, you know what? I feel like I should buy something now.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
If you think about it, between PS2 and PS3, they're 2 of their most popular systems, and PS3 was a huge upgrade from that.
Dude, the fact that I'm still buying PS2 shit, which obviously Cameron is all fucking about.
PS2 is still the greatest selling console of all time.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even
still the greatest console of all time.
I mean,
we went through 3 of them.
Yeah, but the PS2, like when that shit came out, the Fat Boy came out way before GameCube and Xbox. Yeah. And then by the time we even got this, dude, that shit ran like for a solid 11 years hot set. What?
We did an Xbox 360 era. We did, Brody. A remaster of the Warriors game. I think it was an XBL arcade. It was an XBL arcade title.
Well, no, there was a main one on Xbox. I remember.
Yeah, but I believe there's like a Warriors remastered
one. Yeah,
it was a beat 'em up. Yeah.
No shit.
Because I also had a Watchmen game that was from the same developers, I believe. That game was fucking awesome. Nothing like Rorschach and Night Owl fucking fist fighting people in the alleyways. I love it.
Good old beat 'em up. Nice, dude. Speaking of beat 'em up, I want that new Ninja Turtles that's coming out.
Vinegar Strokes hard. Okay, so
back to the movie.
Back to the questions. Douche of the movie, Miguel. Rhodes was a dick, but I absolutely hated Miguel from the first time you see him to the end of the movie. Plus, he let all the zombies in.
Steele said some of the most racist and hateful things I've ever heard in my life.
Yes, he did.
He definitely did not like.
This movie's gonna get a disclaimer if Twitter gets a hold of it.
Oh God, no joke.
We will.
Yeah, that's no lie right there.
Thankfully, they seem to leave our horror movies alone. It's mostly.
Yeah, if they come after Romero, they don't get the point of Romero.
Yeah, unless it's like super fucking low bill horror that's just doing it to do it. It's the depiction
of everything they hate as well.
Yeah,
look how it's depicted. Yeah,
Romero wasn't doing it to be racist himself. He was doing it to make you hate those guys even more.
And it worked well. You know, I feel like I still have to go with Rhodes though, just because he I felt like was still the worst. I don't know.
You know something? Yeah, I will agree with John on that, because even though, I mean, Miguel is a douche, but if you think about it, who was ready to basically just kill everybody except his own men?
I mean, Miguel technically did kill everybody.
Yeah, he did.
Well, yeah, but
because his Kosis. But I also feel because if they didn't listen, if Rhodes had listened to her when she was telling him about Miguel, and she could have actually took care of him like the way she needed to, I think it might have not have been that bad. Obviously, this is all hypothetical, but I don't know, man. The fact that he was like threatening rape out and shit like that, I still have to go with Rhodes, dude.
Yeah, Rhodes. Yeah,
but Miguel was right there for sure.
I think it's Rhodes, and then Miguel.
Favorite zombie?
Oh, Bub.
Yeah.
Bub with a runner-up of Clown Zombie at the end.
Yeah,
Right?
Anyway, favorite zombie that's not Bub. Steelworker zombie in the cave at the beginning that Chad hasn't picked up on yet.
No, okay. If so, favorite zombie besides Bub, the one that literally just spills its intestines out on the table.
I just think it's cool because that's like a Pittsburgh throwback, and it's just Steelworker zombie. It's just rad.
I mean, Dr. Tongue was pretty sweet.
Dr. Tongue.
That is a great intro zombie right there.
Great practical effect there.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
Is that your porn name?
Could be.
Best scene.
Ooh.
They call me Dr. Tongue. They call me Dr. Tongue.
Actually,
until I see. Go ahead.
Shovel.
No, Johnny, you first.
I was gonna say when they finally kill Rhodes, dude. Like, I feel like that with the whole scene of like Bub finally getting him down and then giving him the salute as he's just getting ripped apart.
I guess I would have to say literally the third act from chopping. So from the point of Miguel losing his arm forward.
Did I say kill or scene?
You said scene.
You said scene, not kill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, scene. Oh, yeah.
I just like the end hallway scene. I should have said, not necessarily just the kill.
So for me,
I'm gonna say, the whole third act. I'm with Bobby. Like from the scene where Miguel lets the zombies into the very end of the movie. That's the best part of the whole thing.
Okay. Yes, and I did see the size of that fucking spider. It definitely wasn't a huntsman spider like you got down there.
Nah, there's just a little tarantula.
Getting some noise on you, Johnny.
Okay.
I'll mute you. Oh, okay. He muted himself. Okay. He knows what it is. Okay, keep going, boys.
What's the next question?
Well, we skipped favorite kill, so let's go back to that one. Favorite kill.
Not Rhodes.
Shovel.
The first guy to get ripped in half. Because you see him, you see his mouth.
Then the body gets drugged on the ground.
And you just see it slowly but surely and just tear. And
I want to say, for me, it's the other guy that got ripped off just because you got an eye scene.
Real question. Did Adam Green just take all the kills from this and just give it to Victor Crowley and Hatchet 1?
Yes.
Okay. We lost Chad.
We did.
We did. Speaking of which, I was going to say something. I forgot. Shit. Johnny, kill.
Favorite kill was favorite kill, and I apologize for that background noise. It's the fucking water. She's running a bath for the kiddo. Favorite kill was not who was the was it Steel? His sidekick there. What the hell was his name? The little grubby chubby guy.
Rickles.
Rickles. Thank you.
Rickles,
Chad.
not Pickles.
Yes. I liked his death the most just because he was just a little asshole too.
Did you see Chad Daddy?
That was the one with the eye rip too.
Yep, that was nasty, dude.
Can you guys see Chad Daddy on the screen right now?
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay, because I can't. He's just a black screen for me, but I can still see him in the preview lobby. So we'll just still operate on that basis.
Yeah, he was black screen, but he just came back right before you asked.
Yeah, he's here now.
Good. Okay, we'll keep going then.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. It just suddenly kicked me out and then brought me back.
Yo, is that fucking Mary Lou bitch back?
It is fucking Mary Lou.
Damn it. Cunt.
Oh, hey, ooh. Now you're going to incur her wrath. Thanks.
Wow.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thanks. Water has stopped. All right.
As if none of us have ever been in problems with an angry boy.
Okay, so my best scene. I actually didn't get the answer. Best scene. I like the Bub training scene. I think it's cool.
See, I almost picked that one. I almost went with that one too.
It's so unique to this film and so unique to the genre that you almost have to be like, hey, other people don't do this kind of shit. And this film really set trends. But we'll talk about that later.
Can I throw in one more on top of best scene?
Yeah.
Actually, when Bub finds Dr. Frankenstein. And you can actually tell that he's like upset about it.
Yeah, he freaks out hardcore.
Like that was definitely an interesting twist.
Yeah, White Zombie, more human than human, starts playing.
Yeah,
just
human. Well, we just switched total different genres here, but all right. Oh fuck! Or styles, I should say, not genres. Jesus Christ.
Well, no, that would be right because that'd be a different genre because the phrase "more human than human" is from Blade Runner.
Yes, it is.
True that.
Fair. Nice. Good catch, Chad.
I will mention the Oscars last night, even though I think modern cinema is fucking garbo. Harrison Ford read one of his reviews from Blade Runner to open his speech. And it was one of the bad reviews, just completely shitting on it. Like, it was one of the reviewers that didn't understand Blade Runner, like, at all. So they just pooed on the entire fucking performance in the entire film. And that's how he started it. And I was like, that's brilliant. You're brilliant. You're awesome. You're an icon. Thank you for existing. And just had to mention that. You guys good?
Yeah, sorry.
But I think Bobby froze again.
Okay. As I say, we're having some connection issues.
No, I was muted again because the water was running. So.
I was just listening. I wasn't even muted or anything. I was just listening.
Oh, Bobby got red bar as soon as I started talking. Okay, so we're on. Did the opening scene hook you in? Yes.
Hello. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Desolate city, tons of zombies. Bobby stroking out. Loved it.
John, when you see me for the first time,
gator.
That's how you better greet me. Hello.
Right. I'll be out in the street with a megaphone and just hello. But it might be a little bit more Seinfeld hello. It might just happen.
Hello. La, 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 la.
Is it me or the voice? I went with the voice.
Oh, fucking A. So, best dick, hottest gal.
Well, the only gal we had was old Lori Cardilli herself,
right? Which she wasn't bad.
She wasn't bad.
She was a nice little
Romero is fantastic at casting leading ladies, and this just proves it once again.
I'm gonna have to say Flyboy for the best dick.
Yeah,
the Jamaican dude.
Yeah. He just had that swagger about him, and
he's making me crazy, baby.
Yeah, baby. We're watching this, and my wife's just like, "Hey, did he voice Sebastian in Little Mermaid?" I was like, "Are you literally just asking that because he has a Caribbean, like a Jamaican fucking accent?" Like, I don't know. Probably not. Maybe it was not.
Probably not.
We looked it up. It was not.
Fuck.
Welcome back, Bobby. Welcome back.
Sorry, that's internet's being a bitch.
It happens. It happens.
Okay. So, opening scene, Bob?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Hot.
Bob?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. We were on. I'm sorry. Best dick, Bob.
Oh.
He's got to think on this one.
I heard Steele has a hanger.
Did he freeze up again?
No, he's thinking.
No, he froze.
Oh, no, he froze. Fuck. God damn. I get Bobby some Verizon.
God damn, motherfucker. He's me last week now.
Oh, Bobby, dial up over there.
By the way, I got to ask you a quick side note. How the hell was that editing that motherfucker?
I put little to no effort into it.
Fair enough. I figured that would be a hard, like, that'd be just a hard one to do.
I figured that, like, it records all the audio sources, so it didn't interrupt, break up for me.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it just, so when I put it in, I think it put it all in together. I think it sounds okay. Yeah.
I haven't got a chance to check it out, but I was going to ask you about that.
We couldn't hear Brody's segment at all.
But I know that was one that you have previously recorded, so
I think it just recorded all the audio, whether you guys can see it or not. It just picks up the screen. Yeah.
It was just the stream that was okay. Word, man, we just lost Bob completely.
I'm still here.
It's all good.
You're good, Bob. You're good, honey. All right, so we are on score.
Yes, George Harrison. Is it George Harrison?
No,
John Harrison.
Yeah, George Harrison's one of the Beatles.
Oh, is he? Yeah,
he could still do a score, I guess.
Hey,
yeah,
it's still music, man. Yeah, what's his name? Yeah, John Harrison. That's pretty good, man.
I thought the score fit perfect for the film.
It ain't no fucking goblin, okay? But it's John fucking Harrison.
Who I've only heard of now, so yeah, totally.
That's funny shit.
I like it.
Okay, it's not the gun store song, okay?
No.
It's not Safari. Exactly.
Fit the mood very well.
Can't say best song really, other than that main theme that just slaps like your grandma.
Oh, there was an actual song playing over the credits, though.
What was that song?
I don't remember.
I have no idea.
But it's like score for like a minute, and then the song actually kicks in.
Oh, I didn't watch that far into the credits, so I did not catch that.
I got a question. 1985, Chad, was that your first or second time getting your doctorate when you watched this film for the first time?
First.
Oh, okay, I thought so. That's whenever he got his doctorate in what, law? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yes.
If you like, yeah, that was before he went to Canada and found the weekend. You know, so.
When I was a bouncer at a gay strip club.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking A.
You weren't dancing around like Vito from The Sopranos, were you? Okay.
By the way, the name of that club is the Stripping Poles.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no.
So, what do we got?
Favorite character.
Favorite character.
The girl.
I'm gonna have to go with Frankenstein.
That's what I was going for, was Frankenstein.
Yeah, Dr. Frankenstein's pretty fucking rad, man.
I like him, but I think the main lead, I thought she was good.
Him and Jeffrey Combs should have a mad scientist off.
That's who he reminded me of. That's exactly who
I
he made me
think Jeffrey Combs is going to win.
Oh, that's it. Herbert West. That's who he reminded me of.
Yeah, kind of.
He's Romero's version of Herbert West.
I just like how like he was the only one who could like speak to Rhodes, and like Rhodes wouldn't like be a complete dick about it.
You
like,
know
he would
what?
try to be, but
he's just classy. Like, I don't really care. He's not as classy as Herbert, and I think that he's more delusional. I think Herbert's aware of what he's doing, and he just does it anyway. Where this motherfucker's just like, I'm the only hope. Like, this has to happen.
I'm giving you results. Here are the results.
You know what? It could be Herbert West's father.
There we go. Chad Daddy has spoken. Dun dun.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's an alternate universe where Herbert West never made his rejuvenation fluid.
Or maybe he did as a child, and it wasn't the... Could you imagine that, dude? Scientist kid accidentally creates zombies that takes over the entire world, and the dad's got...
Accidentally. Let's put that in quote. Accidentally.
Hey. Yeah. That could always be the twist at the end. It wasn't an accident. Yeah. So scary.
Yeah, I think so.
Scary.
I think it was.
It definitely gives you the fucking the mind, like just the seclusion of it all and everything. Like locked in a mall is one thing, but you have the fun things of the mall. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
literally.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Brody sent me like a fucking Snapchat video. It's just the inside of his toilet, and it's just covered in shit.
Oh my!
Oh god!
That goes to ratemypoo.com.
Not to the Gore N More podcast. Well, then again, it is a shit show, you know.
It is.
Oh,
very fitting, actually. So, favorite? Are we on favorite character?
You got to say scary. Unless you didn't say your favorite character.
I didn't say my favorite character.
I thought you said Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, Frankenstein. Yeah. Okay. Scary. Yes.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like I said, the desolation, fuck that, dude. Not to mention with douchebag military guys, you're stuck with them. Like, good luck.
Hold up today. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no reason to remake this in what did you say, Chad? 2008? I think it was.
I think so.
Yeah.
There was no.
Brody wants to specify that
Jesus
he wasn't
Christ.
the one. That he wasn't the one that repainted the toilet. It was somebody else and then left it. And he was complaining about somebody repainting.
Yeah,
the toilet.
I'm sure it was Brody.
Yeah, I'm definitely that wasn't a result of some dirty bird at late night.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that mud butt balls.
So what?
Dude.
So why are you taking videos of somebody else's, Brody? No man does that.
I don't know if it was that impressive. I might be inclined to take a picture too.
Yeah, it's the Patreon if you want to actually see it. Yeah,
there you go. Only $1 to see Brody's poo.
$1 more to see where it came from.
Yes.
$3 more.
It's just a flip reversal of the camera and it's Brody's butthole.
It's $3 more to watch the process. $10 altogether if you just want what was going in and what's coming out.
Fuck, man. Holy shit.
Anyway,
acting, good or bad?
the acting
Phenomenal.
Very good.
did really well.
Yeah, no cheesemo at all.
No.
And the zombies were on par.
Yeah.
It'd be so fun to just do one of those big ass scenes of just walking around as a zombie, dude. Especially like that opening city. It'd be great.
Dude, the guy that played Bub, man, that's some serious acting to try and convey different emotions and everything without using words, just using body language.
Talent machine.
Let alone with a type of character that has no such emotion other than brains, basically.
Right. So it's all in the eyes and the eyebrows, pretty much.
And the salute.
Yep. Poor motherfucker. So I think we're on the big question.
Anybody else want to take it away today?
No, be my guest. You're the expert.
No, this is yours.
This is all you, baby.
I mean, we've kind of mentioned it a little bit before because obviously we're talking Romero, but
the budget that he was allocated in this film is definitely more prevalent and shown on screen here. Much bigger film. This film is just bigger in scope, size, story. Everything is just much bigger. Again, Land of the Dead, whole nother level. But this film is just super, super fucking cool. Quintessential 80s zombie film, okay? Like I said about earlier, the dark scenes are filmed so fucking effectively and so well, where things are just out of sight and just hidden in the shadows and in the darkness. It is glorious. It is suspenseful, and everything about this film, and the way that it was, some shots are composed, the way that the music's arranged, it's so, everything works. And it's like Brody said, it's probably one of Romero's better works. Definitely the best in the zombie franchise, IMO. So yeah, I mean, I said a lot at the top of the show. So yeah, I think it's fantastic. I honestly think it's fantastic.
Like you said, especially the dark scenes where they're running down through the caves trying to find the way up to the top. It's like you're on the edge of your seat. You're nervous because there could be a zombie literally anywhere.
Yep. And it's Romero films violence really cool, and like, yeah, that's all cool and stuff. But we also have the stuff that he takes the time to like film otherwise than that, like the smaller stuff, the interactions between the characters that allows you to develop them. It's not like hyper focus. It's almost like the slow progression that he can build up the way that he does it. Like the interaction between Miguel, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Sarah, whenever she gives him the sedative.
Mm. Yeah, like, he slaps her fucking twice. Like,
but she understands in that moment through her facial expression that he only did that because he's exhausted.
Right. And that's why he started crying and everything. Oh yeah.
But it's those little things that he takes the time and effort to shoot. And there's a lot of shots going in that. Go through and sit down and just look and see how many different shots it took just to compose that scene alone. Fucking fantastic. It's just the attention to detail really shines in some of these films.
Agreed. Yeah.
There's a difference.
Craft honing.
Yes. There's a difference between making something commercially and then it being a passion project. And you could definitely see the passion project part of this just really shine through here.
Romero did say that this is his favorite of his Dead series.
There you go.
I can see that.
I can see that. I can understand why.
Enough said. Enough fucking said. Premise, boys.
Love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, love it.
Absolutely.
Keep this.
Even though it's told that they don't survive, I still like to think like, something for that little bit of the end.
Bobby, when the movie ends, you don't know that. So
you said that was in the comic though, right?
Yep. No, it is in a book. He wrote
the book. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's written by Romero.
Okay, so then they survive. It's almost.
But yeah, well, yeah.
Again, when you watch the movie, it shouldn't be based on other information outside of the film already.
It should. So,
That's just a after effect for your enjoyment. Big thing, of course. But
just saying, like the climax of a film definitely shouldn't rely on the fact that a sequel is going to come. Just saying.
No,
I agree with that.
Except for a movie we just watched recently, Not for Gore N More. Yes, I'm talking about Mortal Kombat.
There it is.
Yeah. No, I knew that's what he was going with. Yeah.
Recycle, rewind.
By the way, the writer did confirm that this is basically the prequel to the first Mortal Kombat game, whereas that's why there's no tournament.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of stuff I can bring on, but
you know how you could have done that? Marketing it differently.
Yeah, if that's what you're saying.
Making it more known that it's more of a prequel than than what we thought we were gonna get.
Still say you didn't need Cole Young.
Aquaman.
No, Wakanda Aquaman.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
You'll find out.
Aquaman. There we go.
Aquaman.
We all just gonna rewind.
Yeah, rewind.
Oh yeah, for days, dude.
I rewind.
Because it was remade and nobody watched the remake anyway, so
I did once, and can't get that time back. Fucking Nick Cannon. God damn.
Telling you now, but getting
Oh, do I hear Brody?
end. Right, I'm telling you now, we're getting a fucking Mortal Kombat sequel. End. Right.
I mean, they did make over their box office of what they expected this weekend. So
he's just from that. That's not including the money that HBO paid for them for the streaming rights.
Right, which I'm still trying to find out on. Then I can't.
They haven't released that info. They've never said.
So like internet,
they said how much they paid for Godzilla versus Kong, which basically they made their budget back on that too.
Which I will say, and I don't know if anybody's listening between shows, I fucked up on Fatality. I don't know where I got 95 million, but it said that on two different sites, but it was actually only 55 million. They rolled in so far on Friday and Saturday alone, 22 and a half between America and Canada. And I think international was at like 19. So they're almost made back their budget. And it's not even the full first week. So
well, it's going to do just fine.
Listen, executives want money, right? Like that's all they're fucking interested in, unfortunately. But
we'll see what happens.
And Mortal Kombat did not have a huge budget to begin with, so I think they're stupid if they don't make a sequel.
Hey, Chad. Make Solo 2 happen. Okay, let's rate this.
Yeah, what were you telling? Like, you said that dude was signed on and then they got fucked, right?
Yeah, you guys are like, but they signed what's his nuts for 4 films.
No,
they signed Alden Ehrenreich to 4 films. They signed.
Why did that get fucked?
I don't know, because that's right. Disney blew it on marketing Solo. They decided to release it 6 months after The Last Jedi with only 3 months of promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then they ended up spending double the amount that it cost to make a normal Star Wars film on it, because they filmed 70% of it with the Lego guys, thinking they were going to get a serious film, and instead they got a tongue-in-cheek comedy film in the Star Wars universe. Then they hired fucking Ron Howard to come in and then Star Wars it up, and he shot the whole film again and then kind of put whatever scenes kind of fit from the previous cut. So about a $500 million movie later, including advertising.
Oh, Jesus.
It's going to be kind of hard to make that up, especially 6 months later after releasing one of the most divisive and controversial Star Wars films ever released.
I still want to see the original cut. I still want to see what it was like.
Which one is that?
The original cut featured a snowball fight between Chewie and Han, which I'll say.
I'm not a Star Wars guy, so which Star Wars was that?
Solo.
Oh,
the Han Solo movie.
Oh, yes. Yeah, but you were saying what was released after that?
No, episode 8 was released 6 months prior to Solo.
Oh, and that was Last Jedi?
Last Jedi.
Yes.
And that was the one everybody pissed all over, right?
Yes, that will derail any franchise temporarily.
Fair enough.
I actually have no problem with it, but that's me.
I honestly think Rogue One and Solo are probably the biggest, brightest pieces of Disney era Star Wars. Just my opinion.
Oh, no doubt. I fucking love
Rogue
Solo.
One for sure. Yes.
Solo and Rogue One gave me those original Star Wars vibes that I got when I watched 2 and 3. So. Like for me, for the rest of the time, 2 and 3 are my Star Wars. 4, 5, and 6 are Chad's Star Wars again. The benefits of having multi-generational podcasters. Anyway,
yes. Continue.
Rating 4.8 for me.
I'll give mine a 4.4.
Chad,
I'm going to side with the DKB. It's a solid 4. It's good, but I still love Dawn so much better.
John?
Well, I really wish I could remember Dawn, because I actually like this one a little bit better than Dawn, but I'm going to give it a 4 or 5. Mama Monet.
Gore More scored a 4.4 out of 5.
I think that's very fair for
Very
this.
nice.
No, that's pretty good.
For 1985's Day of the Dead from George A. Romero. So, boys, what's next week?
Oh God, what is next?
Oh,
week?
just to give you guys a heads up, we gave Dawn of the Dead a 4.9.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Really?
And yes.
Okay.
And next week is the classic Event Horizon.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Ooh, all
It's been a hot
right.
minute since I watched that shit.
So, just to remind you, you guys have a week. One of you better have that fucking Shout Factory Blu-ray, so we can talk about it.
Out
Make you
yet?
do it.
Okay.
What?
It's not out yet. Doesn't
is
come out
it
till
out?
like June, I think.
Really?
Oh, really?
I thought
Yeah,
it
'cause they
dropped
just-
already.
No, because they just announced the features like a month or so ago.
Oh, they must have announced it really early then.
They
I
did
thought-
because they're trying to find the deleted scenes.
That's right. Okay. It's like this has been around forever. It should be out by now, but no.
No, not
But
yet.
apparently not.
Okay, I can't give you guys that challenge. Fuck.
Brody.
Brody is letting us know that he is having a good
He's
time.
excited. He is excited for Event
Dude, it's
Horizon.
a great fucking movie, and we get another Sam Neill horror movie, which is.
I'll just watch
Wow.
Pandorum and then
I also like dude. I loved Pandorum, but when somebody told me about that originally, they were like, "If you love Dead Space, you'll love Pandorum."
No.
I'm like, that's a. After watching it, I'm like, that's a stupid fucking reference because I love Dead Space, but it really didn't have anything to do with But Pandorum is still a great movie, or good movie. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It's been a minute.
There was a time that I discussed with TJ that I was going to do all space themed horror movies this year, and Pandorum would have been one of the picks.
Yeah.
That could be next year.
We did confirm a pick for next year, though, today.
Did we?
Yeah.
What
Chad?
was it?
Phantom of the Mall.
That's it. Yep.
Phantom of the Mall. Is that
Featuring
that Blu-ray
Pauly
you just
Shore.
got?
Phantom
No.
of the Mall, Eric's Revenge.
Yeah, somebody got the new Switchblade Sisters from Arrow, I think, and inside was an advertisement for Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, which I believe is the same mall from Chopping Mall. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, so these mall developers burned down a guy's house with him in it, and he dies, and then they build a mall on top of it, and he haunts the fucking mall. And it's like
All
Phantom
right.
of the Opera, but it's in a fucking mall, and he comes back and it's like a slasher movie, and he kills off all the people in the mall, like all like the owners of the mall.
Hey man, any kind of horror movie we get in a mall, I'm down.
Classic
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Classic late 80s, early 90s horror.
Again,
man. Great.
Pauly Shore.
Is he Eric?
He's Buzz.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Buzz.
Oh,
and we mentioned it's season 2. Oh, okay.
Yes. And a month, LCE season 2 will be dropping, and one of the films will be 1980s Toxic Zombies.
Nice.
And we also previewed The King of New York, and next pick, which was it Lake Mongo?
Slick Nick?
Yeah, what was Slick?
Yeah.
I can't remember what.
I don't remember.
I think it was Lake Mongo. Brody will probably-
If you mention it on the new episode, I haven't listened to it yet. That'll be a tomorrow ride into work. So
Awesome.
Which
Appreciate
did
that.
drop today, everybody.
Yes, it did. So, friendly reminder that that this podcast is part of the Project Louder Podcasting Network, your source for pop culture and so much more. Head on over to projectlouder.net and listen to the other podcasts on the network, such as the Big Bad Beetle Bros. Let me click my Project Louder button here. So I can
Yeah, I know. There's a list.
Ghoulies Unflushed, the TJ Bowser Power Hour, Big Bad Beetle Bros Fatality, Mortal Kombat Retrospective, Lights Camera Exploitation, Wrestling Ruined, Lay Rabbit Hole. What else do we got here? Box Office Banter, Comics and Kaiju, Jerk the Curtain, Joints and Joysticks, Reigns from the Black Lodge, Somewhat Supernatural, Two Guys on Friday, and Wicked Wednesdays. Find those on projectlouder.net and listen to them on Google, Spotify, Audible, iTunes, or anywhere else you consume audio content. And I'd say that is all for this episode of the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, the Fapper Yapper, the quintessential Sud Muffin, TJ Bowser. Signing off.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Daddy, saying, see you next week, bitches.
Yeah, this is your Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying, see you later, Gorehounds.
This is your killing machine, Bobby and Moan, saying we'll kill you next week.